Hi, Monica. Paul, are you there?
Hello.
Uh,
Yes. Hi, good morning.
uh,
How are you doing?
yeah, good morning. I'm great. Thanks so much for asking.
Okay. Yes. So as you know, I'm Monica and I'm basically from Kolkata. Can I know something about you?
It's Akib and I'm from Kashmir. I'm a student. I'm a graduate. And talk about my hobbies. I love to play chess and soccer. And sometimes I read books, novels, dramas, poems. That's all
I
about
am
me.
sorry, I couldn't understand.
Yeah, I'm a graduate.
Yes. And then what you said?
Yeah, talk about my hobbies. In the later time, I play chess, soccer, and also I read.
Soccer. Okay. Mm-hmm. Okay. Okay. Fine. That's great. So tell me what makes you come to Clapingo?
Uh, it was uh, I came to know about it from internet. Like it was first 1 year ago. There I watched some videos. There I came to know about it. There were some people they were uploading some video about this application. So I thought it would be great to converse with different people from different places. That's why I downloaded it and I thought and I second with people.
Okay. So where do you get this accent from?
Actually, I do talk with native speakers. I'm the moderator at English language practice 24/7. There I talk with different people, and also my sir, Mr. Wajid Asad. I learned it from my sir. Phonetic aspiration, phonology, morphology, and these type of things.
Okay, fine. So yes, I'll talk to you about how this platform works and everything about it. But let me just have a very quick casual conversation with you first. Okay, you just said that you right now are in Kashmir, right?
Yeah,
Yeah, yeah. And how long have you been there?
yeah. I'm native born there. I've been there for 21 years. For instance, if I'm 22, so I have been there for 22. Maybe sometimes I went some places, so I'm gonna start those days. So it might be 21 years.
Okay, fine. So, if I had to ask you to describe something about Kashmir, about its popular places, food, culture, what are the things you like or dislike? So, how would you explain? And what is the
Well,
temperature right now over there?
yeah, well, talk about Kashmir. Every person knows about it. It's famous for its beauty. That's why it's called the paradise on earth. There was a famous poet who talked about it. If there is paradise on earth, it is this, it is this, it is this. It's well kept. It's famous for its well kept. It's no more caves. It's called a valley because it's surrounded with whole mountains, hills, and other things. And talk about seasons. Here are four seasons: spring, summer, autumn, and winter. Right now, it's going on winter, and it's freezing outside. You can count that it's -2 degrees. And let's talk about culture. We have our own culture. We speak Kashmiri language, and we wear parent that's our culture. We have famous was one of that called Kashmiri was one of that famous all over the world. And there are some beautiful tourist places like there is Pahalgam, there is Yusmarg, there is Gulmarg, there is other places. And there is a largest tulip, that Asia's largest tulip, that's called Tulip Garden. Might be heard about that one. That's all about Kashmir. And talk about population, it might be 80 lakhs.
Okay. Okay. Let me give you a quick little brief about this platform so that you have an idea about it. So basically in Clapingo, there are multiple tutors like me who are going to interact with you in English as per the sessions you book. So once you book a session, you will be given a session note. What is this session note? It is basically a PDF which will contain the topic that is to be discussed. Along with that, you'll also get some vocabularies or words that you might not have come across earlier. So, what we as teachers do, we basically ask you random questions relating to these topics, and the topics are very random as well. For example, it might be related to travel, food, technology, fashion, anything could be a topic, right? We just want a conversation from your end. That is our primary motive. You should be the one who's speaking for the entire duration of the session. Once you've spoken about a certain topic, what we do is we give you a feedback on how you spoke about it. What are the mistakes you made? How can you improve upon them? How can you use better sentences? What are the vocabularies, idioms, or phrases we can use in our sentences? These are the kind of conversations we have. You can also ask your own queries, like there are certain other learners who find it difficult to understand. the usage of grammar, let's say the verbs or tenses or whatever that is, right? So we discuss it out during the session. So it's a very casual, interactive session where you can discuss your queries, you can speak on topics, and you also get to know about your own mistakes, right? Yeah, so this was all about how Clapingo works. Now, do you have any doubts that you want to ask? Hmm.
Yeah, in general, I want to ask one question. It's about like it's not our native language. You are learning this language. For how long you have been learning this language? Would you like to talk something about and why you got this?
Okay, so you want to ask about how I learned the language English.
Yeah.
Okay, so it was right from the beginning, from my school, from my childhood, right? So as soon as I studied, I cleared my tenth. I mean, cleared my examinations in the tenth. I had a keen interest and inclination towards learning it, right? To be fluent in it. Rather, learning. Everyone has learned by then. Everyone knows English by then. By the time you pass out your 10th examinations. But yes, I wanted to learn it more fluently. I wanted to be more fluent in this. So I started reading newspapers, of course. I started going through a lot of movies and web series. Although we did not have any web series by then, we had a lot of movies. So I used to watch a lot of English movies, English songs. So from then, I used to be very focused on what exactly they are speaking of, right? I used to be very focused on what language they are using, what framing up they are using, what vocabularies they are using. I used to maintain a lot of notebooks and where I used to jot down every new thing that I used to come across, maybe in the newspaper, maybe in the movies or whatever. I used to read newspapers like fanatic. Like I used to be a crazy person reading newspapers all day because I loved it. I loved reading. I loved any novel. I loved reading novels and fictions and everything that came to my hand. So this is how I gradually improved it. Then I started speaking to myself in English.